It's Donnie Blanks and Andre Skiba, and this is Real Gym, Real Talk. What's going on, Skib?
Donnie, it's a pleasure being here with you again, man. And I know we have a couple of good things to talk about because we've been sitting here for 3 months all locked up, and we're ready to break out again and do some training with our people. And I know they're ready too. And as you discussed before, we want to give some hints about for people coming back. Now, what would you do, or are you planning to do when we open the doors for the people to jump back in?
It all depends on the different individuals and the level of fitness. But for competitive bodybuilders or powerlifters, I would say you come back at 50% with your where you left the gym max.
Okay.
And, usually percentages from there. Yeah, the back of I would do like my top end, and with my normal 50% would have been before I left the gym, and then I would gradually see how I felt, how my recovery is after a week of working out, and then I'll be able to adjust after that. Because you can't just come in and rip it and rolling, especially if you haven't been doing any training outside of the gym. If you've been keeping up with it a little bit, I would go in the 75% range. But if you've been completely away from the gym, come back in the 50% range and deal with your percentages from there. And just start, see how you feel after that first 2 weeks and how your body responds. And then normally, if you've been, depending on how long you've been training, your body adapt real quick and you can get right back up to speed. But if you haven't been training as long, it might take you a little bit longer to get right.
Would you vary those percentages any between like different exercises, so to speak? Like, for example, like the squat or the bench or the dead. You know what I'm saying? Because some are like, more difficult to like get back in the groove and get back to those neural patterns. So I'm just curious how you would do it. Because I'm probably
whatever my strongest lift was, your strongest or your weaker lift. But for the most part, for general rule, I would say 50 with everything just to play it safe. Because you might feel better, but your body hasn't been, tested that way, and that's how you tear things. You know what I mean? Your connective tissue,
How about as far as volume? What would you do? Would you keep the same volume? Gradually increase it?
Yeah, I would do a gradual progression. It's going to be hard because you're going to be revving. You're going to want to go at 110%. You know what I mean? You're going to be ready, revved up, ready to go, all cylinders. But you have to be, take into consideration that the lack of, training. You got to take it in. You got to break it in easy. It's just like breaking yourself back in.
Well, let me throw something at you because I had something that I really like a lot. I don't know if you ever heard of MyFitnessPal. It's a app that you get, and it's actually for free, and you also can pay for it too. And one of the things it really does a real easy dietary analysis, right? First of all, for us to come back, because chances are some people, I put on a couple pounds, and I kept my weight up because I wanted to stay healthy and not run myself down. But not only that, but it also tracks the volume. So when you put any kind of numbers into it, like I'm looking right now, the other day I did about 11,000 pounds in one of my light bench workouts. And I didn't calculate what I did in a squat. But as we calculate that kind of stuff, it could give us just a baseline that we start moving up. We can see as we start adding more to our whole picture. And it's definitely going to help us so we don't overtrain and we don't blow ourselves apart. So I wanted to say,
that's a really good idea. They have a lot of apps out now that you can utilize across the board, from 531 to all different. Some that incorporate all different types of training methods right in it. So they'll do your numbers and everything. So the kids have a lot of stuff that they utilize. That's with their.
Do you use anything like that, Donnie, or you keep everything?
I do the
the
1 rep maxes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, for calculations, that's all. So I sometimes it's hard for me, being old.
My ass, you're getting old. Come on, Donnie. You look like you're 27.
So I just, I just calculate my 1 rep max and percentages. I use the 1 rep calculator for that. That's all. So that I can dial in a little bit more specific.
Well, I can't wait to see you lift in this upcoming contest. So it's really going to be exciting for me.
Yeah, so far so good. I had I wouldn't say a bad squat session. I guess it was 2 weeks ago, about a week ago. Maybe, yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago. My top set, I set too high. I wasn't recovered for it. And you know, I had to back it down, and I haven't had to do that since I've been, you know, training. So that was, you know, but what happened was I deadlifted twice in a week, and that took.
Get out of here, really? Wow.
Yeah, but what I did is I uh, I had got a new bar and I wanted to test it out, so I, you know, did some dumb shit.
Any kind of special bar did you get? Where'd you get it from?
I got a Rogue deadlift bar. So
Okay.
and I got a Texas deadlift bar coming in, another one, and I have I had a strong arm deadlift bar, but they're so backed up, they just sent me my money back, and you know, I just been trying to get a couple of more deadlift bars in. I'm going to get a couple of more squat bars in. I want to have a squat bar for every rack. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Deadlift bar. You know,
got a lot of racks.
Yeah. And,
well, let me give you a little something here, and I'm going to tell you the truth. We always get a lot of chances to check out prototypes and new companies coming along. There's one in Jersey, and it's called iSelf Fitness, ISF. And Rob is really generous. He's going to be helping us with the contest. He's up in Totowa. And he is selling squat, bench, and deadlift bars. They are incredible. And we even compared, we had Chris Delafab deadlift on a Texas, a ISF bar, and then the bar that we use, the Wolf bar. And he's a 900 plus deadlifter. And he swore, and even my other Rob, he used all three bars, and each and every one of them really. Of course, the Wolf bar is an outstanding bar. It is better overall, but it also costs like $1,200. Right. But Rob is selling a deadlift bar for $250. That is phenomenal. Great knurling, great strength. It's just like if anybody's out there wants to get a good bar at a fair price, this dude is really good and he's moving up. I
know Sean was using them at his gym.
Yep.
You know, he had a couple of them, and
yep.
Yeah, I never got one. So yeah, I'll definitely pick him up.
Listen, I'm going to bring him down because he's the guy is just really trying to make it, and he really does a great job. And I want to try and help him out because he put together a bar, and he's only making a couple bucks on it, but he sells a lot of bars.
Right.
It's not one of these crap bars. Like I went into his fitness place the other day, and the bar was a piece of crap. And you can't, like, if you're going to get ready for a contest, you got to really go after competitive bar. That's why I'm happy with your gym. You got nothing but York and all good bars.
Yeah,
you know?
Got it, yeah. And that's why, you know, a couple, like, I wanted that, yeah, no, I definitely want that. I got to pick that up, you know, from you. And, you know, we were discussing the Iron Wolf deadlift, squat bar. And,
right. Well, I'm going to pick it up this week, next week, you and I hope.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think that's a 66-pound bar, 60-pound bar.
I think it might be. I know the Bulldog's supposedly 66. I don't know what this one is. I think it's 65. Might be more. I don't know. But it's phenomenal. Everybody ever uses that bar. The Wolf bar is the finest bar on the market. The knurl runs all the way across the center of the bar.
Yeah,
across the whole bar.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's never going to slip off your back.
Right.
And the biggest thing that, according to Mark Chalet, what we were talking about, the better bar with that, the difference is when you get a guy that's squatting 1050, 1,100 pounds, right? With conventional bar, the actual stress in it melts or bends the bearings and stops spinning. So what happens is it'll actually spin right off your back. That doesn't occur with the Wolf bar. And so if we could come have somebody build a Wolf bar similar to it again, it'd be a fantastic bar.
Yeah.
I'm also going to bring that Pasanella bar out for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like bar that. That's a great ass bar. You know, I love this stuff just like you do.
You have bars that never even hit the market. That's what I love about your place. I'm like, what the hell did this come from? You know.
Well, one bar I'm proud of over there is the Reflex bar, the one Anthony Clark squatted like 1050 with or whatever, 1100, whatever the hell he squatted, and it's a tank.
Yeah.
Tank. But listen, I'm happy you're getting the good bars for your place, man. That's why powerlifting's got to go there too, because you're going to have nice bars, you got a nice deadlift platform, you got the right tools. We're working on getting you a monolith.
Yeah, we got to get that new monolith in, and I'm going to get 2 competition combo racks. new combo racks in there. So we'll have everything, to facilitate the.
I like to see. I'm not a fan of combo racks, but they use it for those two organizations.
Right, we need them for so you can have.
No, I know you got to get you guys prepped for it because you have a lot of that will compete with that.
Right.
WNPF uses it, USPAL,
Right.
USPA, whatever they
Right, USPA.
Yeah.
And internationally,
Yeah.
So we got to be accustomed to walking out of that.
So you're gonna be able to get some nice 3X shirts for me like that, Donnie?
Yeah, I got one for you. Yep. I got some new.
That is one badass shirt, man. I love it. It looks really good.
It's one of my favorites, Comrade.
Oh yeah, Comrade, baby.
Funny.
And what we need is
I'm in the arms race again.
Huh?
Yeah, we
are. Looks like rock now.
Yeah. Star Wars color, yeah.
Remember, again, July 16th, we got to put that together for you. Start saving that date.
Yeah.
There's a few going out. I already got hotel.
Yeah. That's a good time.
Oh, it's going to be a learning time. Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He's the best.
How's he doing?
He's doing good.
Good.
Yeah, he's doing great. He's doing good. But,
yeah.
Okay, we talked about that. What other direction you want to go in and talk about a little about?
Well,
we talked about coming back to the gym. We talked about, possibly like.
The sports training with the kids, and now we don't know what direction they're going with, the different states. Some states are opened up, and then the COVID hit again hard. We don't know if we're going to have the contact sports. I know they're going to open up soon, for practices for high school football and
right.
But I don't know.
They told you I heard. I don't know. I've heard so many different things. My boys from St. Joe's. I hope so because I want to get them back in the game. And you work with a lot of kids too.
Yeah, it's a lot of I'm hearing a lot of things, but then you got the NFL. All those guys, a couple of more guys came down. Top guys came down with the COVID, so it's going to be, touch and go. It's they keep changing the dates because guys are getting infected, and then with the resurgence, in Florida, Texas, Arizona, California, there's an upsurge in the COVID again. So, and with the guy Fauci, he was saying we're not out of it. People are saying second phase. He said we're not even out of the first phase yet. So, they're premature. But getting back into the gym, just we got to have the wipes and the sanitizers everywhere, and we should be fine. But
there's also another step that people are taking. I'm thinking of getting it, but I don't want to spend $300 if I don't have to spend it. They're getting foggers, and they go in there every time a group of people come in. They fog it, and then it's like it's sanitary.
Right, that spray thing. Yeah. What is that? What is it in it? Alcohol? What's in it?
I don't know. I think it's a combination of some kind of like a disinfectant.
Right.
So we have to work with that. But
my wife was telling me about that. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it, but yeah.
Don, you got 3 floors. I mean, like, you got a lot of space.
The cleaning service that I was working with, they did that. They had a special spray they would spray the turf down with. So I think it was along the lines of that. Yeah. So when we get open again, I'm gonna utilize them again. They did real well. They did a real good job.
Yeah, your place looks great, man. Well, I tell you, I'm real happy anybody sees ours because what I did was, thank God my wife is a saint. We painted the walls. She basically painted all the walls, had somebody paint the floors, and all the equipment's redone. And because I want to come back, this is a chance for us to restart again, another Phoenix, rise up from the ashes. And I want to show something. And you and I got a lot to show to different people out there.
Yeah.
And especially with the lifting thing, the group you're building at your gym, the group I'm building at our gym, we can do stuff together.
Yeah,
I'd like to talk with you guys, and so we'll bring even more people coming in and get into powerlifting.
Exactly.
And then
it's
you
lift wave.
Yeah, especially you lifted. What?
Yeah, I said it's the old new wave. You know what I mean? Yep. So it's going to be a good thing, good time. You know what I mean? It's the time for it. But yeah, that's basically it.
All right. Listen, you know what we have to do sometimes? Let's try and give people our emails on here or whatever. I'm sure you've probably done that. And because if they want some questions answered, let's have a question and answer.
Yeah, we can Q&A next time.
Donnie, what's your email?
You can reach me at realgym, the number 1, 2 M's in gym, at yahoo.com, and you can email us all your questions.
All right. And mine is skibasgym at icloud.com. And I'm looking forward to get some questions for you. And don't feel stupid because I have people call me every day. I spend an hour on the phone answering questions for people. So get some questions to us, and Donnie, I would gladly answer them for you.
Yeah, no questions and bad questions. We got to get Ed Cohn on here, your boy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the man, bro. Well, we're going to go see Louis. We'll definitely get some speaking time with him, too.
Right. That'll be good.
But I think we covered what we could today. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Next week
all right.
Have some surprises for you.
One of the things, listen, if you have some videos you want to send in to us, people, send some videos into us, and we'll take a look at it.
Highlight some lifters. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Love to do stuff like that. Do some coaching. That comes from my friend Phil Hallowell, and he mentioned that, because we've been around a while, and Donnie's coached in so many different sports, whether it be football or you've done boxing and gymnastics, and powerlifting and ballet. Oh no, I forgot. No, not ballet. Yeah, there we go. He's got the biggest arms on it. But listen, Donnie, it's always a pleasure. It's fun talking with you, and it's so nice that we have our friendship together. And
you're the guru. You snatched me up, man.
Well, listen, man, you'd make anybody proud, man. I like lifting with you. I love doing this stuff with you. We're gonna do some good things. And damn, you look big as hell, man. I don't know what the hell you're doing for those straps. Are those real? Or what is that built into the shirt? Is that how they sell those shirts? They sell the comrade shirts, shoulder pads. But listen, Donnie, till next week, I'll give you a shout later on, and we'll get some talking done. You do a beautiful job editing it. Thank you, Sky, for everything, for always being there, spending the time to help us out. And who else too?
Jared Horn.
Yeah, okay.
He's one of my kids too. He's
well, listen, Donnie, you have a lot
hell of a job.
I mean, you do a lot for kids. So, till next time, Donnie at The Real Gym, and I mean that, The Real Gym, and Andre Skiba here. Donnie, till next time, my brother.
That's right. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Peace. West Side forever, baby.
All right.